What is up, you guys? So today we're going to talk about some really interesting topics. We're going to talk about the onboarding process. We're going to talk about Pinnacle and its mission statement and the things that we do internally here and the things that we believe here at Pinnacle. So I just want to first start out. I have some notes right here, and I'm not really going to look at them too much because I kind of know everything I need to say. But company culture is important. And when I started Pinnacle, we started organically. We did not use a credit card, or we did not use credit to build a credit repair company. All I did was just help people that had bad credit that were scammed by an existing company, by a company that I was working with. I was actually building their website. So if you found Pinnacle, either you found it on YouTube or you may have already found it on Google. Most likely, you found it on. Most people that know about Pinnacle know because we're on Google. And if you type fast credit repair, best credit repair, top credit repair companies, we're going to be on top. YouTube, we're not really well known. The YouTube space is pretty much dominated by people in the credit repair industry that aren't really even educating people that well about credit repair. If you look at anything credit related, credit repair related, it's usually regarding bad credit cards to get credit cards for bad credit people and stuff like that. Secured credit cards, authorized user, stuff like that. And for things are not really credit repair related. I haven't seen any of these credit repair people show consistent results from like hundreds of clients like this channel does. So here at Pinnacle, our mission statement is basically to repair credit the fastest and most effective. That means if we take 100 or 1,000 files and we give those and we give another company 100 or 1,000 files, if you were to compare their results to our results, Pinnacle would outshine the rest. That's why we're in business. That's why we continue to be in business. And that's why other big financial media companies such as badcredit.org, bettercredit.blog, consumersadvocate.org, keep in mind, these are really big companies. They don't, talk about other companies that aren't really worth their time or not showing outstanding results. And if you look at those, if you just do a search about Pinnacle, you're going to find that that's basically who we are, what we do, right? And we've been sticking to that. So if you're choosing a credit repair company based upon the price solely, I think that's not the right thing, right? Imagine if I had a staff here that worked basically only for money. That would be terrible. So typically when you build a company, you want to choose a staff that wants to do the job and likes the job and feels passionate about the job. And here, the act of repairing credit is not really a passionate thing. So with my staff, they are aware of each and every single individual client, that what we do on the computer when we type these codes, we're actually changing lives. Okay, so that's what my staff understands what we're doing, and that's what we believe in. Because if you look at the report doesn't really speak to you. It's just a bunch of digits and information and data. And then on the back end, through ACAT, that stands for Automatic Credit Analytic Technologies. That's just a program that we have, that we built, and we use our skills. So when we look in the back end, it's just paper, digits on the screen, numbers, but behind that is a person with a life. And a lot of people message me and they tell me about their situation, and we worked with these people day in and day out to help them. And so the company mission statement is basically what we're about: to repair credit the fastest and most effective way possible, because these people have goals and they want to achieve their goals fairly quickly, right? There are customers that want to refinance, and we're pressed by time. It's really hard to run a business when you operate by deadlines. Lexington Law, their initiative, okay, is to keep the price low and charge you monthly. But they don't work with deadlines. They will not give you a deadline. They don't have the capacity to work with deadlines. Why are deadlines important? Because people things done quick. Now opportunities go. You could say, oh, well, there's no need to rush things. Yeah, you're right about that. But how long do you really want to wait to get, this stuff done, right? When it shouldn't take that long. Every month you save on paying interest you shouldn't is good. And Don't mind the noise. I'm actually traveling right now, which is why I haven't posted in the past 2 or 3 days. But really think about that. Why are you hiring a company? Are you just basically shopping around for the price? Are you trying to see which is the cheapest? Or are you trying to see how much money, how much value will you get out of it? Well, here at Pinnacle, we want to have the highest value to offer you. And so we want to get results faster than all the rest of the competition. And so there's a premium you pay for that, right? Which is why our price is higher than Lexington Law and creditrepair.com, because what you get in return and the level of service. You see, I message and work with my clients individually. With Lexington Law and all those mainstream companies, you're basically most likely go to work with someone from India that is just working on your file. They don't know anything much about credit. They just know how to do the job and how to do the task. Okay, here at Pinnacle, it's a whole different story. I have a small group that I work with. We work with our clients, and we just get the stuff done. There's been too many client case studies. I could take my phone right now and show you files right now, or you can look and watch the footage previous to this video. Check out the channel, and you could see there's just too many cases. There's too many cases of like good results. So what I'm going to do after this video, I'm going to show you how I work on a file myself. The things that and I'm picking a very difficult file. Okay, I have a file that has like bankruptcies, it has charge-offs, collections, so like late payments, inquiries, medical bills, like you name it, it's on there. So I'm going to actually have a video, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be listed private because I want to charge money for it, because it's going to show my trade secrets in the video. Okay, so I'm going to have it a private. It's going to be a private video. I don't have a Patreon yet. I don't know how to do that because this is not a monetized channel. It's getting there with the help of you and your appreciation for this content. If you like, subscribe, or follow or comment, it helps the channel. Yeah, so that is going to be listed privately. If you guys want to see how I work on a file, so you guys can kind of see what exactly I do, if you're curious about it, then yeah, it's just $99, $100 to see that. I don't know if anyone's going to buy into this. I don't even know if I'm going to even get any people interested in this, but I'm just going to try it out to see what it's like. I might even do it for free. I don't want to do it for free. I'll tell you what, this is what I'll do. I'm gonna post it. I'm going to create the video, and it's just going to be me highlighting the violations. Believe it or not, a huge amount of success in credit repair is attributed to finding the violations and understanding those violations, and knowing that when you initiate dispute, other violations will show up, such as when you dispute an item with this so-called violation, when you've clearly identified it on the credit report, and not just one credit report. In order to find lots of violations, you need to compare multiple credit reports. Now you can say, well, there's only 3 credit reports. No, you have a credit report, you have 1 credit report each month. Okay, how many months have you had bad credit? Well, you may have not realized this, but every single month from here on before, you've had different credit reports. And what we do here, we look at your archive reports. Our system does that, but on the video, I'm not going to show you my system because it's secret. But in the video, I can show you how many archive reports I would look at. Maybe I'll look at the 10 previous months, and then also credit monitoring. Okay, credit monitoring companies are going to show you different stuff. Take, for example, Credit Karma, Experian.com, TransUnion.com, Equifax.com. You can get 3 reports from most of those. Well, Credit Karma you can get 2, Experian I think you can get 3, Equifax you can get 3. You get all those, and then you go to what is it called? I forgot the site, and my mind is blank. Either way, that's more than enough. That's more than enough. You do a comparison with all those, you find the violations, and then you have to predict what is the most likely thing that they're going to use to respond to you. Based upon how they respond, what's most likely going to happen is that you would uncover a new veil of violations, which you have to address. You could beat them to the punch. And so that's another recipe to success, is the frequency and the timing of your disputes. It cannot be too early. It cannot be too late. It has to be on time, because you don't want to give the opposite side a clear advantage. Lots of people don't know this. They think that you can just hire Credit Versio or do it yourself. Yeah, you could, but it takes experience to know how these creditors are going to respond. You cannot expect these creditors to respond to you in a reasonable time or in a legal way, which is the reason why we're disputing these accounts, because they're put on wrongfully anyway. They're not following the laws. We've clearly, that's the premises, that's the basis of our argument, is that they've reported it wrong, and we have the right to question it, to dispute it, and get it removed based upon the amazing Fair Credit Reporting Act. I've had success where it seemed hopeless. I've had customers where we get responses from the bureaus back with contracts signed, with this, with that, and we still dispute and we still get it off. Why? It's because you have to stick to the program, you have to stick to the goal, and you have to stick to your reasoning and your violations, because they will blindside you and they'll try to, discredit what you're saying. They'll try to avoid it. You may dispute something that is part of Section 1681, Section A, and then they'll go back and say, oh, based upon your identity theft accusation or claim, no, we didn't dispute that as identity theft problem. But they will go around and respond to it that way to divert your attention, to divert you and say, oh, okay, CFPB or Credit Bureau, they said that this is an identity theft claim. It's not. Blah, blah, blah. No. If an account number is not accurate, or if something has a different balance reported, or if the account status is collection, charge off simultaneously, which it can't, those are inaccuracies. We're not stating that the account is fraudulent. That's a different case. But the fact that you would dispute that in such a fashion, they would respond to it as a identity theft dispute. Now that is where you have to think. You have to think intelligently. And so this is a service that you have to be really intelligent. You can't just, if you're new, you'll get in it and then you'll think, oh, okay, just listen to what the CFPB says or the Federal Trade Commission says, or listen to what Biden says. But you can't be naive. They're not providing you the tools. Like I said, if you ever fixed your car, you may have a car manual, but it doesn't tell you how to fix the problem. It just tells you how to install parts and take apart parts. It doesn't tell you how to discover the problem and what to look for. That's experience, okay? When you know what things work, you know how things can be broken for the most part. And so that takes an experience, credit mechanic per se. So yeah, I will make another video after this. So if you guys are excited about this video, and it's going to be, I'm not going to charge any money for it, but if you guys just want to see, some more, if you're just on the fence, or you just don't really think that we know what we're doing, okay, well, let me show you this video to show you a little bit more about what we do and how we might be able to help you, and the things that are different. I can't show you everything, but I don't think a lot of people are even doing what I just said right now in this video. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'm going to post that video soon. I'm actually going to be posting more content. I have some more detailed information for you guys regarding trade lines, regarding how to repair credit, and also how to build your credit. These are some really important things that you need to know. Some tools that you could start using to actually get rewards points from paying your utility bills. Imagine if you paid your gas, electricity, and your rent with your credit card, and you could get rewards points for that. Imagine that. Would that be cool? Now you're using your credit cards to get equity, to build equity, and to use them properly within the usage rules, or suggested usage, which is like below 9%. If you manage it correctly, right? You can start building equity and start getting cashback rewards, points and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you which credit cards to use, which credit cards you can apply for right now or soon after you hire us to fix your credit. And then you can start to begin to see more results. Because one thing that my clients get is that we repair their credit, but then what else is after that? It's not all said and done. Removing the apparent wrong things, the things that are apparently wrong, is still not enough. You have to have a strategy to build your credit. You have to know where to apply first, where to apply second, and where to apply third in that stanza, in that order, because it's tiers to building your credit. You want to build the foundation of your credit by having a diverse credit report, meaning you have installment loans, revolving accounts, real estate, stuff like that. It's really, really important. On your report, it says where you work, calculate that, the banks that you have, know how much money you have. That reduces your risk. In order to be a creditworthy person, your risk category has to be low and your reward category has to be high. So there's a method to do that. And if you are not 100% aware about this, then you're at a disadvantage. So these are the things that you do need to know, and you can find out with the help of us. So with that being said, I will post a video here shortly. See you guys there.